It's time to get into a deep dive of MyRise. Yesterday, IGN put up a 19-minute first look of 2K25 MyRise, and I did a reaction to it, so you make sure you guys can check that thing out. And we learned some little things, but it still just didn't give me enough of what I need. But don't worry, because today 2K put out the ringside report for MyRise, going into all the details and all things that we missed from the first 19 minutes and what to expect from MyRise. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button because it really helps out the video. Hit that bell to notify you guys when I put up some new 2K news. We got a big week coming up for 2K, and I already know that. I can feel it. I think DLC is going to be coming this week as well, so you got to make sure you stay tuned for what I got to say. But now, let's go get up into this MyRise Ring Rust report. All right, this MyRise is focusing on updates. This is MyRise and an update for the special guest referee match. So automatically we got that little, that little first 19-minute preview, and then but now, so this is what the MyRise story is going to be. This is what the storyline for MyRise is going to be. It says this year's story, dubbed MyRise Mutiny, revolves around the hostile takeover of NXT by a group of superstars looking to make shockwaves across all of WWE. The takeover quickly infiltrates Raw and Smackdown, leading to a power struggle with the future of the industry at stake. Where the story goes depends on your custom superstar's decision. So when it comes to custom superstars, as we seen in the 19-minute first look, you can either choose to be a man or a woman. And according to what they're saying on the Ring Rust report, it now has three combined save slots for both men and women characters. So once you complete a full playthrough, you have the option to replay MyRise on the same save slot to experience the story again with custom characters and overalls carrying over to start again from a new save slot. That is one thing that I think is going to be really beneficial to us when it comes to the carryover, and then we can just keep on going there and run through it, because I know there's going to be different things to do, because it also says here that there will be multiple different endings for MyRise, so you will have to play through it a lot, which leads us to the personality types and storylines. So once we learned from the IGN first look, we got 3 different personality traits that we can use. And then, so at the beginning, when you're a man or a woman, you can choose the bold and bash, the comedic and fun, or the scheming and calculated. Okay, it says the personality type you choose not only colors the way your character acts and responds to the world around them, but it affects the stories you have available to you. After all, a bold and bash superstar like Becky Lynch might approach a situation entirely different than a scheming and calculated superstar like Seth Rollins. So depending on what you are picking for your personality trait is going to be how the story is going to progress for you. So you never know, we may get the weird and kooky stuff that we saw in the trailer, and like we see in one of these thumbnails that they have here, which looks like a witch and boiling over some a possum like this. It's very freaky, so I'm curious to see how that's going to be as well. And so it's going to progress. So there's so many things you can, no matter different pathways that you can unlock with different characters, arenas, and entrances. Then they have something called the ally storylines and live events, which brought curiosity to me. I'm like, so what does that mean? And it says for the ally story and live events, as you progress through MyRise, you will come across brand new ally storylines where you will play as WWE superstar for part of the story rather than your custom superstar. Step into the ring as top names such as Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch to help take on NXT Mutiny. So that's an interesting take, because usually through MyRise we gotta play as the custom superstars all the time, but now we get to go in and play as regular superstars from the game. And this is where they have a screenshot of Drew McIntyre, our first real look at Drew McIntyre in 2K25. Also look at screenshot in the Raw Netflix arena, and I think it's just a great looking screenshot for him. And it says there are also exclusive ally storylines including Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley, accessible only through subsequent playthroughs. And that's when we get the next screenshot of Rhea Ripley holding 3 different kinds of championships. It looks like the NXT Women's North American Championship, the Women's World Championship, and the WWE Women's Championship, because they all have the white belts, and there's a trash can there. So I'm curious to see how the storyline is going to play out. And then they say now we're introducing live events. Finally, we're introducing live event features to MyRise, which are optional matches that allow you to build up your character with progress that will be tracked across multiple playthroughs. Live event matches are also great ways to earn additional unlockable superstars, My Faction cards, and original MyRise characters that have been in high demand. And it says, so they got two glimpses of it. We got the Demon Finn Balor, who's making his return to the game, because we don't see the Demon anymore. But having him in part of a MyRise unlockable, that is going to be pretty cool. And of course, our favorite Cole Quinn. Cole Quinn has been there and holding on since 2019. So, or 2K19, I should say. And Cole Quinn has just been there hanging on, but I don't know if there's Cole Quinn, that means Baron Blade may not be too far behind. I hope not, because I was over Baron Blade, but we necessarily just don't know. And last but not least, what they have is they have an update to special guest referee. For the updates to special guest referee, it says in W2K25, while we introduced 2 new match types, the Bloodline Rules and Underground, plus 2 brand new Raw environments, we also expanded the match type support for special guest referee. In WWE 2K24, we introduced the match type, but it was only playable in 1v1 matches. In WWE 2K25, we will have greatly increased the number of matches it supports. There is over 30 matches that the special guest referee supports, and they have a whole list of the matches that they have for 1-on-1, 2-on-2, and with tornado tag, 3-on-3, triple threat, fatal 4-way, all the handicap matches, 1-on-1, then falls count anywhere for 1-on-1, triple threat, fatal 4-way, Hell in a Cell, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, triple threat, fatal 4-way. Then they got for Iron Man submission, Extreme Rules tag, and for triple threat, fatal 4-way, Extreme Rules, 1-on-1, no holds barred. Then they got 6-man tornado tag, 5-man normal, Extreme Rules, 6-man normal, 6-man tornado tag, 2v2v2. That is crazy support for special guest referee. That is something that I'm really looking forward to, because it was only limited, but now to have them in multiple areas, in multiple matches, I think that's going to be really good as well. And also, they have some screenshots as usual when it comes to 2K. We got one on side profile of Mommy Rhea Ripley, and even though it's just from the side profile, the details, it still looks great. Also, we get our first look at Miss Parker, Jada Parker from NXT. In this screenshot, her model looks terrific. I'm loving that Jada Parker has actually made it onto the base roster of this game. She has done really, really well, and I'm a big Jada Parker fan. Then we also got a screenshot of the Mixed Match Challenge, where we have Ludwig Kaiser and his real-life girlfriend, or fiance, I'm not really sure what they are at the moment, Tiffany Stratton. And they're both coming out to the Imperium type pose in this thumbnail, which I think looks great. All right, guys, and that is honestly the breakdown, because like I said, we reacted to the first look. So we got pretty much what we can see in there, but it's just a more detailed breakdown of what's going to be in MyRise. And for right now, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't really get through both the MyRises in recent years. I only completed one. I never completed both of them. So I would like to see how this one's going to pan out, especially when you can have these live events. Because now I want to go back and I want to unlock Superstar. I want to unlock Demon Finn Balor. Believe it or not, I do want to unlock Cole Quinn. I just like unlocking things. I'm old school like that. So that's how I feel about it. So post all your comments down below how you guys feel about MyRise. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my breakdown. Hit the subscribe button for more W2K25 news right here on NC Studios. And of course, when the game comes out, I'm going to be trying to get the game channel back up. I even may put the game stuff on here. I haven't made that decision quite yet, but make sure you guys just subscribe for all that great content. So once again, this is NC and the place to be. Joe Trey, Mr. A&D, and the Nerd Coalition is out.